Welcome to Cars Fuse, the channel where we explore the automotive technology and its updates. Today, we're diving into a system that's easy to overlook but absolutely vital to modern transportation. If you've ever driven down a highway, you've probably seen enormous trucks powering down the road beside you. These vehicles, towering giants of steel, haul everything from your Amazon packages to entire homes under construction. But behind the power and weight of these behemoths lies a crucial technology that keeps them and everyone around them safe: the air brake. In this video, we're going to uncover why large trucks don't use the same brakes as your car, what makes air brakes uniquely suited for heavy-duty vehicles, and how the entire system operates. Strap in, because what may seem like a simple brake system is actually a masterpiece of engineering precision and fail-safe design. To understand why trucks use air brakes instead of the hydraulic systems found in most cars, we need to consider one fundamental thing: weight. A fully loaded semi-truck can legally weigh up to 80,000 pounds, about 36,000 kilograms, in the United States. To put that into perspective, that's about 20 times the weight of a typical sedan. Now imagine trying to stop that kind of mass hurtling down the freeway at 65 miles per hour. Hydraulic brakes, which rely on fluid pressure to function, work perfectly well for cars and light-duty vehicles. But in heavy-duty situations, these systems have a critical flaw. If there's a leak, you lose brake pressure entirely. And when your vehicle weighs as much as a house, that kind of failure isn't just inconvenient, it's potentially deadly. That's where air brakes come into play. They're not just a different system, they're a different philosophy. Air brakes are designed to be fail-safe, and that makes all the difference. At their core, air brakes operate on a very simple principle. Compressed air is used to apply pressure and activate the brakes. But how does this process actually unfold in real time when a driver steps on the brake pedal? Let's break it down. Every air brake system begins with an air compressor, which is driven by the truck's engine. This compressor draws in outside air and compresses it, pushing it into large storage tanks mounted on the vehicle's frame. Think of these tanks like a bank account for air pressure. They store energy in the form of compressed air until it's needed. From here, a network of air lines, valves, and brake chambers distributes that pressure to the wheels when the driver applies the brakes. And here's the key part: if anything goes wrong, like a leak or a system failure, the brakes automatically engage using mechanical springs. That means the truck stops instead of becoming a runaway missile on wheels. One of the most brilliant features of the air brake system is something called the spring brake. This component is both simple and genius. When the air system is working normally, compressed air holds back powerful springs, keeping the brakes in the off position. But if the air pressure drops, either due to a malfunction or leak, the springs automatically snap into action and apply the brakes. This is why air brakes are called fail-safe. With hydraulic systems, losing fluid means losing your brakes. But with air brakes, losing pressure means the vehicle stops. That's the kind of safety design that gives truck drivers, and everyone else on the road, peace of mind. Let's take a more detailed look at the step-by-step operation of an air brake system. Air compressor. The air brake system begins with the air compressor, which is typically mounted directly to the engine of the truck. As the engine runs, the compressor draws in atmospheric air and compresses it to a high pressure. This compressed air forms the basis of the entire braking system, acting as the energy source that enables the vehicle to stop when needed. Since trucks operate for long hours, the compressor is built to handle continuous duty and must maintain a reliable air supply throughout every trip. Air dryer. After air is compressed, it passes through an air dryer before entering the storage tanks. This is a crucial step in the process because the compressor doesn't just pull in air, it also pulls in moisture. If that moisture were allowed into the system, it could condense and freeze in cold weather, potentially blocking the air lines or damaging internal components. The air dryer removes this moisture along with any oil particles or contaminants, helping to protect the system and ensure consistent performance in all climates. Reservoir tanks. Once the air is cleaned and dried, it's stored in large reservoir tanks, also known as air tanks or storage tanks. These heavy-duty steel tanks act like batteries for the air brake system, holding pressurized air until the moment it's needed for braking. Most commercial trucks are equipped with multiple tanks to maintain a steady supply of air and to provide redundancy. This stored air ensures that the brakes can be applied quickly and with enough force to stop a massive vehicle, even in emergency situations. Brake pedal, foot valve. The brake pedal in an air brake system operates a component called the foot valve. When the driver presses down on the brake pedal, the foot valve releases air from the reservoir tanks and directs it through the brake lines toward the wheels. The harder the driver presses the pedal, the more air pressure is released, allowing for precise control over the braking force. Unlike in a hydraulic system where fluid pressure is transmitted directly, in an air brake system, it's the release of stored air that makes everything happen. Brake chambers. Mounted near each wheel, brake chambers are critical components that convert air pressure into mechanical force. Inside each chamber is a rubber diaphragm or a piston that moves when pressurized air enters. This movement drives a pushrod connected to the slack adjuster, which ultimately helps press the brake shoes against the brake drum. Without the brake chambers translating air pressure into physical movement, the stored air would serve no practical braking purpose. Slack adjusters and S-cams. The final step in the process involves slack adjusters and S-cams, which work together to apply the brakes. When the pushrod from the brake chamber moves, it turns the slack adjuster, which in turn rotates the S-cam, a specially shaped camshaft. As the S-cam rotates, it forces the brake shoes apart, pressing them against the inner surface of the brake drum. This creates friction, which slows down and eventually stops the vehicle. Slack adjusters also compensate for wear in the brake linings, ensuring that the brakes remain effective over time. Regular maintenance and adjustment are key, as poorly adjusted slack adjusters can lead to reduced braking efficiency or even brake failure. The amount of pressure applied is proportional to how hard the driver presses the pedal. It's an elegant balance of human input and mechanical force. Another impressive feature of air brake systems is the dual-circuit design. This setup splits the braking system into two independent circuits, usually one for the front wheels and another for the rear. That way, if one circuit fails, the other can still provide braking power. Imagine driving down a steep mountain pass in a fully loaded truck. That redundancy might just be the difference between a close call and a disaster. Of course, like any mechanical system, air brakes require regular and rigorous maintenance. Just because a system is fail-safe doesn't mean it's foolproof. Truckers and fleet technicians must routinely inspect the compressors, air tanks, valves, lines, and brake shoes. Moisture needs to be drained regularly from the tanks, even if the system has an air dryer, because a little water over time can lead to corrosion, ice, and mechanical failure. Another key component to check is the slack adjuster, a part that compensates for wear in the brake drums and shoes. If it's out of adjustment, it can seriously reduce braking power or cause uneven wear, which can lead to brake imbalance and even jackknifing. Air brakes aren't going away anytime soon. Their design is scalable, meaning the system can be adapted to different types and sizes of trucks without a complete overhaul. Whether it's a medium-duty delivery truck or a massive 18-wheeler, air brakes provide a flexible and reliable solution for vehicles carrying serious weight. They're also built for the long haul, literally. Trucks travel through intense weather, high altitudes, and demanding terrain. Air brakes are built to handle that stress with durability, redundancy, and automatic fail-safes. So next time you're on the road and a giant semi rumbles by, remember, behind those massive wheels is a sophisticated network of compressors, valves, and springs all working together to keep the truck and everyone else safe. The air brake system is one of those unsung heroes of the transportation world. It's not flashy, but it's incredibly important. And now, you know exactly why. If you found this breakdown helpful and interesting, hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the technology behind the things we see every day but rarely stop to appreciate. Got a topic in mind for the next video? Drop it in the comments. We'd love to feature your idea. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.